Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is gonna be the final video of the course. If you made it this far, I'm genuinely really happy for all you guys. You guys have that work ethic, that discipline, that willingness to learn, and I hope that you guys found some value throughout this course, and your money was, or the value that you paid for the course made a lot of sense, and your money was made back, and all that. But today's video is gonna be on psychology. So psychology is a really delicate topic, and it's really slept on. Like, even me, when I was first starting up as a retail trader, I was trading support resistance. People would say, "Oh, mentality. You have to have a good mentality. You have to have a good psychology." And I always ignored it because I thought it was like those cliche motivational, guys, and I didn't like it. I always ignored it, and I was like, "Nah, it's all about technicals. It's all about fundamentals. It's all about, just staring at the chart. Psychology doesn't matter." And like, guys, let me tell you something. Psychology is one of the most important things ever. I'll show you guys my own journey and my own little experiences with having a horrible psychology, which ended up making me lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in the past, right? And that's when I first realized that like psychology is really important, and how bad my psychology really was. So let's get straight into this. So first things first, you want to ask yourself, what is your goal? What type of goal are you going for? Are you going for a small goal, a big goal? What is your goal? In Forex, some people say their goal is to, have financial freedom, but you need more of a deeper understanding of just financial freedom. Because if your goal is just about chasing that money, then at the end of the day, you'll get bored at one point, right? You have to have a deeper meaning to it. It's not just about the money. It could be about the freedom of, going outside and having your own time to do whatever you want. You work on your own hours, you work on your own time, you work on your own schedule. Like, is your goal realistic? Because a lot of people create these crazy goals like, okay, when I first start Forex, my first goal is to make $1,000 in a week, and I just started. That was literally my first goal, and I just started, and I ended up losing all my money. So you want to make sure that the goal you're going for is realistic and it makes sense. It isn't something where you're thinking emotionally. You should be thinking about when it comes to your goals and discipline and your plans, you should always be making and writing everything down from a logical perspective, not emotional. Because a logical perspective is going for more of an objective thing that's going to lead you the right way. A more emotional perspective or emotional decision making will make you, because as you know, emotions change. One day you'll be happy, the next day you'll be sad, one day you'll be angry, the next day you'll be laughing, whatever. So that's why when you make emotional decisions later on in life, you'll tend to change that opinion and be like, damn, why did I do that? So make sure that when you are planning your goals, these are logical goals that your mind will always look at these and be like, yeah, it makes sense. When you look at your goal, your planner and all that, you got to make sure that my agenda stays the same forever until I fully accomplish one. Then I'm on to the next, and my agenda can change. But until I do that, it has to stay the same, and my mindset has to be there. Is there smaller goals I need to accomplish before I reach my major goal? That's a major one, right? Because, for example, one of our major goals is I want to understand and learn Forex fully. I want to fully understand and learn Forex. Now, that's a big goal to understand, because inside of Forex, there's other stuff like market structure, order blocks, institutional trading, retail trading, liquidity, order book, seasonalities, all these different outcomes and things that come and play together that could definitely play a part in your decision making. So when you are going for a big goal, there's little bumps on the way. For example, when you're driving a car, let's say you're trying to get to point A to point B, and it's raining a lot. It's crazy. It's raining like mad. It's madness. Now, that's a little obstacle you have to drive through, because you weren't expecting that rain to come in. You thought it was a good day, it's going to be easy to drive there. But when you see that rain come in, your head's just like, wow, like, damn, I'm going to have to drive through this. And then you see a bumpy road, so that's another obstacle that you have to get through. So there's smaller little obstacles and goals that you have to accomplish to get to that major goal. When you drive through that rain and the rain is finally over, you're like, finally I can get closer to my actual big goal, which is to get to point B. And that's why I'm saying create small goals inside of your major goal. So if your major goal is to understand Forex, we'll start off with studying and watching videos on the basics 1 hour a day, stuff like that, right? And then maybe another one could be like trade on the demo every single day. Even if I'm losing money, who cares? Just understand how MetaTrader works, stuff like that. And then obviously the last one is, how long will this goal take me? So some people do have a problem with being impatient, and that's something that there's no easy fix to. When you're raised up a specific way, and you hang out with a specific type of people, and you have a specific type of lifestyle you have, and you have a specific type of way you move and react and act as your personality. There's no easy fix to, oh, I want to be patient one day. It's not going to work like that. You have to train your mind to become more patient and more realistic. For example, I had a goal when I first started Forex. I was like, okay, this will take me 6 months and I'll be a millionaire just now. Like, watch. I was like, nah, this is gonna take me 6 months and I'm a millionaire. Literally 6 months later, if I knew more information, I learned more than what I first started with, but I was still losing money, right? And then I realized that this is more of a long-term thing. Forex is not like stock market investing where you buy a share and just hold it for the rest of your life. You're in and out of the markets every single time, right? So you have to be on your mindset has to know that this is going to take years. Even today, now that I am more consistent, I am making more profit consistently, I am comfortable with my skills and my learning ability, but I still have a lot more learning to do on the way. And I know this sounds cliche because someone might say, wow, well, you're in a good position, you know, like you know how to trade. But think about where I was before this. I was in the same position as you. I was losing money. I was, you know, taking my dad's money, you know, putting in the broker, losing it again, losing it, deposit again. I was in the same position. But how did I get here? That's the question you should be asking. How did all these other people get to where you want to be in life right now? And we're not special, you know, no one's special. We all have that same mind, we all have the same blood, we all bleed, we all die the same. So we're all the same people, it's just our mindsets are different. Someone might have a different mindset and saying, oh, it's okay if I lose some money now. I know long term I'll make money, it's not a big deal. I'll just keep trying my best and grinding. And then someone else's mindset may be like, damn, I lost money now, fuck, like I've been trying 1 month, I'm gonna quit. Right? So remember, it takes time. Everything takes time. Elon Musk, when he had, I think it was like 30 million or 15 million or 10 million, something like that, to split between SpaceX or Tesla, it took him years to get to that point. And after he came to that position, he split the money into two different companies. And look at SpaceX and Tesla now. They're both billion-dollar companies, right? And it took years for that to happen. So you need to maintain and obtain patience and just think from things from a logical perspective. Now, it's also about putting in that work. It's really easy to find a goal and dream. Anyone can wake up in a day and say, yeah, this is my dream, that's my goal. My goal is to get to a Lambo one day. But the hard part is putting in that work towards your goal. Remember, your dream will always stay a dream unless you put in that work towards it, turning it into a reality. Like a dream, I had a dream one day that one day I wanted to own a Lambo, right? But how am I going to actually get that Lamborghini? Am I just going to, and by the way, studying Forex all day for the rest of your life is not it. I'll tell you, we'll get into that later on, but it's easy to say things. Anyone can have a good mindset. I've been around so many people that have an amazing mindset. Even I was one of those people who would speak about having good mindsets and, this, that. But a mindset is nothing if you're not showing any action. A real person's mindset, this is how it should be. You should be showing actions, and that represents your mindset, not mindset represents your action. Because you could have an easy mindset. One day you could hang out with a lot of people, good people, and your mindset will change. You'll definitely be thinking more wisely now. But your actions of who you are as a person, that's going to need more work. You're not going to change like that. That's why I say, stop talking about, I want this, I want that, I have to read books, I have to read that, I have to start working out. Rather just do it. Your actions, what you do every single day, that sends, vectors to your brain. It tells you that, okay, this is my mindset now. When you do something every single day, your brain says, okay, that's my mindset. I have to wake up, brush my teeth, eat food, drink water. Same thing with having a healthy mindset is you have to put in that work. You have to be putting that, those hours working towards what you want, and then it becomes a natural habit every single morning, if you know what I mean. Now, what is your lifestyle like? So in trading, your lifestyle is extremely important. If you have a sloppy lifestyle, like waking up late and not eating your 3 meals, missing your workouts and playing games all day, then 9 out of 10 times your mindset will not be the best or in the right place when it comes to trading. Like, this is a major one for me personally. Before I even got into trading, I had the worst lifestyle, right? I was sleeping all day. Trust me, I was the iconic teenager. I was sleeping all day, skipping school, hanging out with friends, going outside, just living life, No, I wasn't really doing anything productive, but I was still having fun at the same time. But I knew deep down that my lifestyle was horrible, right? And smallest things like sleeping all day, staying up all night, and sleeping all day, missing your 3 meals, even just missing a single meal, not drinking enough water, missing your workouts, skipping school, it all affects you as a person and how you are when you trade. For example, if I'm skipping all my 3 meals, most likely I'm gonna be in a pissed off mood because I'm not eating, right? If I'm thirsty and not drinking enough water, I won't look my best, and if I don't look my best physically, I won't feel my best mentally, right? You have to be looking your best, feeling your best. So trading isn't just about looking at the charts and you know studying what you know. It's about taking care of yourself. I'll give you a perfect example. If you stayed up all day, sorry, you stayed up all night, right? And then you're sleeping all day. Guess what? You just missed out on 12 hours of the day. And then when you wake up, you're going to be cranky. It's going to be nighttime. You look at the chart, it'll be Asia session. Most of us don't trade that session. And you won't have that time to make the money you wanted, and you won't have that mindset anymore, right? So you want to make sure your lifestyle is good. You're taking care of yourself physically. You're taking care of yourself mentally. You're eating your meals. Remember, things like these are really important. And I'm not here to say wake up at 9 a.m. every single day. That's bullshit. Like, I don't even do that. But I'm just saying, create a proper plan where your lifestyle isn't as bad as what it was before. For example, mine was horrible. I'm slowly, taking small steps towards bettering my lifestyle. Like, for example, one is eating my meals more, right? Eating more meals, drinking my water, working out, even going outside more rather than staying at home staring at all the charts and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that your lifestyle is, it's proper. You're not staying up all day. You're not going outside with friends drinking, smoking, doing that type of bullshit. Like, you gotta remember, the people you hang around with is really important, because if you're around 7 idiots or 7 people that waste time, most likely you're gonna be the 8th person. And I know you guys heard that quote before, right? Everyone's heard that quote. But there's no secret to success. It's all about being patient and having discipline. Now, who are your friends, right? Your circle is one of the most important things. I love this topic, honestly, but the people you surround yourself with play a huge role in who you become as a person. If you're surrounded around idiots who waste time, then you will slow down too, right? And you need to be around smart people who are more successful than you in order to grow. Now, friends-wise, I didn't have the best friend group, right? Like a couple years ago, I was around, a couple bad people. I wasn't doing the best. I was in school. I wasn't really focusing on the bigger picture. I was really lost. I didn't know what to do with life, right? I was genuinely lost. I had to go to, university or college, and I had no idea what I wanted to do because all my friends didn't know what to do either. And I wasted years with them not knowing a single thing and not learning or growing, because those few years I did chill out with them and hang out with them, I didn't grow. There's a quote saying that when you're addicted to something, your brain and physical body stops you from growing and reflecting and becoming a better person. For example, if you're addicted to drugs, that time that you're addicted to drugs, you're not going to be able to grow from that. You won't be able to learn more knowledge. You won't be able to you could become a better human being, but you're stopping yourself. You're doing self-sabotage. You're stopping yourself from growing and becoming the person you want to be because of that specific addiction. And that's where your friendship comes in with the people. If you're around people who always just talk, they don't actually do anything. They just talk like, oh, let's go outside to the movies. It's okay to have them around. I'm not saying cut them off and don't talk to them, but you have to create that barrier between people that waste time all the time, compared, versus you, someone who wants to do shit with their life. You don't have to cut the people you have in your life off completely, but you need to create that barrier. You have to show them that, all right, look, this is me. I'm not here to waste time. I'm busy sometimes. I'm not busy sometimes. The days I'm not busy, I'll chill with you guys, but the day I am busy, I can't. I have stuff to do. I have real shit to do that I want to, make my future goals come true. So it's also about self-respect, because when you show someone that you're fully available all the time, right? Because I've done a lot of research into this. When you're with a certain amount of people and every single day they say, yo, let's go outside, and you say, yes, let's go outside, to them, they're thinking, wow, this person, he doesn't value his time. He's always free. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any self-respect. He's just a time waster, whatever. Let's go hang out with him. But when you're spending your days productively, and then you have some specific days where you go outside with people, you'll generally notice that they'll treat you differently in a way where they'll think, damn, you're doing your shit. Like, I like that. Your mindset's in the right place. You're not always busy. You're not always free. You're busy sometimes. Stuff like that. And you gotta make sure that the people you're around are also motivating you towards becoming more successful. I'm not saying be around the people that 24/7 make you grind and work out, because I don't like those type of people. You need to have some type of barrier in your life from having fun and being successful and productive. But you need to have those type of people that you can have fun with and also be productive with, right? So make sure that the people you are around know more. They have something that you want. They're more successful than you. And if they are more successful than you, ask them questions. Be like, okay, how'd you do this? Remember, because it's cool to talk to your rich friend about, how they have a Lamborghini or how they have this much money. But what you want to do is you want to ask them, all right, yo, it's cool you have all that, but I want to have my own. How do you do that? Show me it. Show me the game plan. You have to be around those people, because if you're around the bad people, at the end of the day, you're just going to be the next bad person. Now, laziness. When you're lazy and you decide to not work on, your goals, you're sabotaging yourself. Everyone complains about not having something or not having something. For example, it could be time, money, or even love, right? But at the end of the day, these are things you need to create and work towards. We have 365 days in a year, and people are complaining about not having time. We have the time, but you don't have the discipline or willpower to keep going. Like, think about it. We all create excuses at one point in our life. I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it. And we will always continue to create excuses. But those excuses that we're creating, it's called an excuse for a reason. I used to complain about not having enough time all day. And you know what my lifestyle was like? I slept all day, stayed up all night. And the time I was staying up all night, I was watching Netflix and movies and going outside at 4 a.m. driving the car, with my friends. And then I complain, I'm saying, yo, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to work towards Forex. I don't have that time. Well, it's because I have the time, but I'm not allowing myself to, use that time productively. You're doing self-sabotage to yourself. You need discipline and willpower. And discipline and willpower isn't something that you can just snap into and watch a couple motivational videos. It's something you have to work towards. You have to create these little small plans and goals to give you that, 10% discipline and turn it into 20%. For example, I already said this, but waking up earlier. Wake up earlier every day. Read a book. You don't have to read a book all day, but just, read a chapter, maybe a line, 10 words, I don't care. But do something with your life that's different. If you're doing the same thing every single day, you're going to get bored, trust me. And we don't run a business, right? We don't have a business to run. We're here to learn Forex. So imagine if you're learning Forex every single day. Mentally, you won't be there. And let me tell you why. I had a day when I first started trading Forex, or when I first found out about Forex. Every single night, because I had a horrible sleep schedule, I stayed up all night, slept all day. But every single minute I was awake that night, I spent every single second towards Forex. Every second. Now, I won't lie. There was days where I wanted to quit a lot. It didn't make sense to me. I was losing so much money, and I was genuinely just confused on what to do. But that's only because I didn't give myself time to rest. I didn't give myself a mental break. I didn't take care of myself physically. But all that work that I did do, all that discipline that I had, because I had that willpower, I really wanted this to turn into a profitable source of income, because I'm not a smart kid in school. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't look at school like that. I'm not that type of guy in school that'll focus, and like, I try, but it just doesn't make sense to me. So when I heard about Forex, I said, damn, it's either I have this or I have nothing else. And I put every single second I had in sweat, and I studied every single day. Every single second I studied until I get to where I am right now. And that's because of discipline. And if you looked at me before Forex, you'd be like, this kid has zero discipline. He just, goes outside, doesn't do anything, just being stupid. But when you have a specific goal, you have to love that goal. You have to allow it inside of you physically. You have to let that goal become a part of you, where if you're not working towards that goal, you don't feel happy. Like, I've seen this quote saying that lazy people work a little bit and complain that they haven't made it, while winners work every single day and they're worried that they're not working hard enough. Think about that. Really think about that quote. If you're working maybe 1 hour a day, but you don't feel proud of yourself, you don't feel like you've done enough, then that means you haven't done enough. Because remember, we want to do Forex because we want to be our own bosses. But if we are being our own bosses, that means that you dismiss yourself. You're dismissing yourself. You're saying, all right, I've done enough work today, I'm getting off. But when? There's not a specific time or hour of range where you work this many hours. No. It's about when you feel comfortable, when you feel like you've done enough work. If you don't feel like you're doing enough work, really ask yourself this question. If you don't feel like you're doing enough work, then you're not doing enough work. So don't dismiss yourself. Stay on the computer, study, learn, backtest, demo, read, ask people questions, join communities. meet new friends, go outside. And when you do feel like you have that nice little, pattern of momentum, because remember, it's so hard to have momentum, but when you do have that momentum, it's so easy to let it go. You need to maintain that momentum, because remember, when you fall down a hill, you fall down hard. When the rain falls, it falls down really quick, but it's harder to climb the mountain up, but it's easier to go back down. Why? Because when you're trying to gain momentum to get to the top of the mountain, it gets hard. You'll get tired, you'll get sweaty, you'll lose your breath, you'll get thirsty. But when you're going down the mountain, you run quick. Why? Why is it like that? Why is life like that? Well, that's because it's a life lesson. Think about it. It's so easy to go down from something you went up, but it's harder to go up from something than go down. Why? Why is it like that? Well, that's just how life is. We're meant as human beings. When we're born in this life, when we're born into this world, we're not meant to have things easy on us. We're meant to be, hustling, grinding, losing, having pain. We're meant to be going through these things. We're not meant to have everything given to us in a silver platter. That's not how life is. That's what I'm saying. Keep that momentum going. Remember, don't let that momentum you have going right now, don't let it go. The people around you, people get envious. People get jealous. If you tell people everything about yourself, your plans, I promise you, it will not go your way. Things will end up, someone will tell someone, the other person will tell someone, and that's how shit gets ruined. You need to remember that if you want to be lazy all day, go ahead, be lazy. I don't care. I can't help you. Even I could give you a full trading plan, a full a $1 million account. I promise you, if I give you a 6-figure account, 9 out of 10 people who don't have discipline, they'd lose it. They'd lose it easily. They'd lose it. They create excuses like, I don't have the money. But no, it's because you don't have the mindset. Because I didn't have the money either. No one had the money to start. But somehow we made it, right? It all comes together. The universe gives you what you deserve. If you're not working towards what you deserve, then you won't get shit. That's how it is. Don't be one of them. Don't become one of those people who complain 24/7. We don't want to become one of them. Bill Gates and other billionaires became who they are today by grinding and eating shit every single day till it all paid off. Think about that. These billionaires that you see, it didn't happen overnight. Trust me. These YouTube videos, these songs, these one-hit wonders you're seeing, it did not happen over time. I'll give you guys a perfect example. There's a musician I saw one day, right? I never heard of him. Never in my life have I heard of him. I'm like, damn. He just made like 20 million views on one video. What a one-hit wonder. And then I went to his account. And then I saw for 2 years straight, he was consistently uploading music every single day and getting 1K views, 10K views, 20K, 15K, 5K, 3K. He was so consistent with his videos that one day all those videos paid off. Even though those videos weren't paying him off good at first, right? Because they weren't getting the best views. Some got decent views, some didn't. One day, one song changed his life. Why? It's because he kept working towards that success. He didn't quit right there. He didn't quit. He didn't. He kept working towards that success. And the game isn't over until you fully say it's over. The second you quit, that's when you fail. It's impossible to fail if you don't quit. That's what I'm saying. Don't become one of those people that say it's too hard or like, oh, I can't do it or something like that. You can't do it now, yeah, but you can do it later on. That's the point of creating new habits, because the point of creating new habits is creating stuff that you can't do right now and doing it later on and turning them into future consistent part of your life. If I can't read a book of a whole book in a month, then I'm gonna start off by reading a page a book a day. Just a single page, that's it. If I can't read a page a book, I'll read a paragraph. If I can't read a paragraph, I'll read 10 lines, right? And that's where it comes in. Don't be one of those people that create excuses, because at the end of the day, when you say shit like, oh, I don't have the time or I don't have the effort or the work ethic, in reality, whatever you say comes to truth. That's the real truth. Whatever you say comes to truth. If you treat people like shit, you're going outside, you have a horrible attitude, bad person, bad personality, you're too closed up, you're too emotional, most likely when you get to the charts as well, you're going to be the same exact thing. You're going to look at the charts, you're going to get pissed off because the market didn't go your way. You don't want to use risk management. You'll increase double your risk, use a higher lot size, shit like that. And guess what ends up happening? You lose your money and then you're confused. It's all because you're not using proper risk. You're not coming to the chart with a proper mentality. You're going to a live account when you just started the demo. Stick to the demo. Treat the demo like it's alive. That's what I did. I treated the demo like it's alive. I acted like, I literally thought that I was making real money for the first couple of months. And then in my head, I'm like, damn, it's a demo, right? So all these factors come and play to, who you are and how trading is going to play out for you. Mentality in trading is important. It's the most important thing. I had to trade in gold. Let me go to the next one. So I had to trade on gold. This was last summer when I first started trading. My friend told me to enter gold. I said, fuck it, let me enter. You know, he made over 200K profit on gold. And in my head, I'm like, all right, you know, he made this much money. It's my turn. I don't care. It's my turn. He told me to buy it. I bought it. I did zero analysis. Zero. No analysis at all. Zero analysis. I just bought gold. Gold goes my way. I turned the account from 500 into 1,000 and 200 into like 4 hours, right? And I was holding it long term because he said, oh, it's going to reach 2,000. And at this time, gold was at just 1,800. So I'm like, damn, you know, I'm going to make a bunch of money. Gold does the thing. It goes up. I gave my dad invested in it. I went to my dad. He opened his account. He got invested in it. He turned the 1,000 into like 2,000 to 3,000 in the matter of 15 to 20 minutes. I shit you not. And guess what ended up happening? Because I did zero analysis, because I entered based off what someone else said, because I didn't use a stop loss, I lost all that money. All that money we made, gone. Stopped out. Market tanks, gold sold off, stopped us out, and then came all the way back up. That 1,300 we had turned into zero. That 3,000 we had turned into zero. We got margin called. All that money was gone. Why? It's because my mindset was, I was trying to make money quick. I wasn't focusing on what is gold actually doing. I was just saying, okay, if he said buy gold, I'll buy gold. I didn't use a stop loss. I didn't move my stop loss to break even. I didn't take partials. I did nothing. I did nothing that any normal, ordinary person should have done. And that's why I'm saying risk management when it comes to Forex is the most important thing ever. If you're not using risk, then holy, you will never make it into this game. If you aren't using proper risk, long term, there's no spot in you for this game. That's the sad truth. Time, waste it while you still can. Everyone is. When I first started trading, I wasted at least 2 months just talking about it with my friend. And those 2 months we wasted, I was like, oh no, we're not wasting time. We're just planning. We're just planning. Stop fucking planning. Just start it. There's no point in planning. Just start shit. The only time you actually start wasting time, the most time you're vulnerable for wasting time, is when you're using that time to plan, quote unquote. It takes a week to plan. That's it. You know, you shouldn't spend more than a week to plan. Not even a week, let alone 1 day. Spend a day to plan. Create your plan. How much times and hours you're gonna how much times or hours you're gonna spend in a day to study Forex, what your goal is with Forex, and then the next day work towards it. Everyone's so worried about time that they don't realize that time they're worrying about time, they're just wasting more time. You have 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year, 12 months. So much can change in 12 months. Think about this. Look at 3 months back. Go to your Snapchat, whatever you have, and look at a picture you took of yourself 3 months ago. Look at it now. And then ask yourself, has my lifestyle from then and now changed? Have you changed as a person? Have you progressed? Have you become more humble? Have you become a better human being? Is your personality different? Is your mood better? Is your lifestyle better? None of, you know, and most of the times no one's going to change. And I've experienced this. I looked at my picture a couple of years ago, or last year, 3 months ago, and I'm like, damn, like I haven't changed at all. And that was a mind opening for me, because I'm seeing people progress and get more mature, get more older, and become better people in general in the matter of 1 month. And I spent 3 months doing nothing, and I'm the same person. So this is what I'm saying. Every single minute you do in your life, try to spend that minute, try to spend that hour, try to spend that second doing something you're happy with. If Forex doesn't make you happy, then it's not for you. That's the truth. Then something else is for you. Not everything that's for me is for you. So keep grinding, keep staying disciplined. And remember, you come to the charts with a good psychology. If you're not coming to the charts with good psychology, you're mentally, you're emotional, something's wrong, and something's happening in your life, and you're sad and you're wrong, and you can't look at the charts, then don't look at the charts. We trade to live another day. Use that time to reflect and be better. If you're having a losing streak, guess what? Spend that next week not trading, but studying your losses on why you lost, and then go on the demo. If you feel comfortable on the demo, then go to the live and minimize your risk. That's how we're all supposed to work. So remember, this is all a long-term game for the people that are worried. Don't stress. Long-term, we all got this. Trust me. We're here for the long-term goal. We're here for the long-term success. Other than that, that calls a psychology video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, take care. And by now the course would be finished. So I really genuinely hope you guys the best on your trading journey. If you guys have any questions, say it in the Discord. The Discord link should be at the last video right now, so just scroll down, you should find the Discord link. But other than that, I hope you guys the best and take care. Peace.